The Bengal Gazette has appeared in the UPSC exam many times as a question. The Bengal Gazette, also known as the Hickey's Bengal Gazette, is named after its founder, James Augustus Hickey, who holds the distinction of being the first English language newspaper published in the Indian subcontinent. Its publication marked the beginning of print journalism in India, setting a precedent for the growth of press in India. Let's understand some of the important history, significance, and the legacy of Bengal Gazette. The Bengal Gazette was launched in 1780 by James Augustus Hickey, an Irishman who declared it to be a weekly political and commercial paper open to all parties but influenced by none. It was published in Calcutta, the then capital of British India. The newspaper was a 4-page weekly that included news ranging from the local happenings and arrivals from England to gossip about the British community in India. Hickey's irreverent approach often involves satire and criticism of the East India Company and the colonial administration, making it a thorn on the side of the English company. James Augustus Hickey frequently used his newspaper to launch attack against prominent figures in the British community, including the Governor General of India, Warren Hastings, and other officials. His critics extended to the policies and practice of the East India Company, making him unpopular with the colonial authorities. Let's find out about the legal battles and suppression of the Bengal Gazette. The contentious nature of the Bengal Gazette's content led to legal battles. Hickey was sued for libel multiple times, resulting in fines and imprisonment. The authorities seeking to suppress his criticisms eventually revoked his printing license too. The Bengal Gazette's publication was forcibly halted in 1782, just 2 years after its inception, following a series of lawsuits and increasing pressure from the colonial government. James Augustus Hickey's financial difficulties, compounded by his legal troubles, contributed to the newspaper's demise. Despite its short lifespan, the Bengal Gazette is credited with laying the foundation for the press in India. It introduced the concepts of free speech and journalism that questioned authority, setting a precedent for the future publications in the region. The Bengal Gazette's significance lies in the pioneering role in establishing English language journalism in India. It was the front runner to the burgeoning press that would grow increasingly influential in the public opinion and political discourse in the coming years. James Augustus Hickey did not shy away from criticizing the East India Company and its officials. He published several stories that questioned the governance practice and corruption that was created by the British East India Company in India, and it also talked about personal lives of colonial administrators, including many British officers, and the most important one being the Governor General Warren Hastings. His bold critics were a significant feature of the newspaper. The newspaper was known for its satirical take on the social norms and practices of both the British and Indian societies. Hickey often used humor and irony to comment on the behavior of the British expatriates, including their social gatherings, habits, and personal affairs, which was a source of entertainment as well as controversy. Like modern newspapers, the Bengal Gazette carried advertisements and public announcements which ranged from the sale notices for goods and properties to services offered by local businesses. The ads were valuable historical documents today, offering insights into the economic and social aspects of life in the 18th century Calcutta.